Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Acid Spinning Emu, and welcome back to Joe Devers Lone Wolf. We are now in Chapter 2, Forest Hunt, and things are going to get a little harder from here. We're going to run into more Drakkar, and we have a couple of new enemies to face off with in this chapter as well. So let's go ahead and just get on to it. Night is drawing a dark cloak over the sunken forest. You shiver with anticipation. With darkness will come danger. Your enemies, the Gyaks, can see clearly at night, better than they are able to see in daylight. Soon it will be harder for you to avoid their watchful eyes. Leanda brushes loose dirt and flakes of rust from her hair and tunic while you scan the shadowy timberland, glimpsing the remains of the ancient ruins. Scattered and broken, they are mostly overgrown with centuries of foliage. You are aware that this sunken region was once the surface level of a huge temple complex that collapsed over itself in the distant past. Now the forest blankets the broken remains that extend for as far as you can see. In your immediate surroundings you spot a feature, a well-worn trail that leads away through the trees. This trail is used to transport ore wagons from the mines to the elevator platform. Beside the trail there is a signpost confirming the way to the mines. "There's the trail," you tell Leandra in a hushed voice. "Let's make haste. Are you ready?" "More ready than you'll ever be," she replies tersely. Leandra has lost none of her acerbic charm. She says, "Yes, it's too dangerous to stay here. It's nearly dark and the forest is alive with Gyaks. And yes, we've got to reach the mines, but you'd have us plunder straight into an ambush. Holy Ishar, listen to me. We will not go by the way of the trail. If you want to stay alive, you'd better follow me." Leandra sets off towards the trees at a steady pace, with you following close behind. "Where are we going?" you ask with a hushed voice. "Secret shortcut," she hisses. The moment you enter the trees, Leandra weaves her way expertly through the darkening pines ahead. It is a test of your tracking skills to be able to keep up with her. The trees begin to thin out, and Leandra slows her pace. Ahead you can see a wide, semicircular clearing before the entrance to the mines. Set into the base of a sheer granite cliff face, the mouth of the entrance tunnel disappears into darkness. A barricade of timbers, crates, and overturned ore wagons blocked the way into the mines, but your heart sinks when you get closer and see that it has been smashed down. The brave miners who tried to defend this barricade now lie dead. There are only a few of them, and it appears they fought a desperate rearguard action in order to buy precious time for the others to escape into the mine tunnels. You fear that more Gyaks are on their way to exploit the breached barricade, and they will likely arrive at any moment. Leandra is horrified. She starts to run towards the entrance, but you manage to grab her arm and hold her back. She is about to curse your interference when the silence of the night is torn asunder by vile Gyak cries. They are coming from inside the mines. "Roro Kimraz Okaka! We will eat you! Roro Kakagaj! You will die!" Shocked by what she has just heard, she decides that a stealthy strategy is what is needed now. You approach the entrance together and take cover behind an overturned cart. Carefully, you both assess the situation. "We must get to the lower tunnels," says Leandra, her voice anxious but resolute. You admire her gritty determination, yet you are sorely aware that achieving this goal will not be an easy task. There are several Gyaks lurking in the darkness ahead. Worse still, you sense that they are being led by Drakharim. They will likely be guarding the main tunnel to make sure that no one can escape their trap. After considering all the options, you make a bold suggestion. "I'll draw their attention away to give you a better chance of getting past them," you propose. Begrudgingly, she nods her head. You sense that she would rather go it alone, but she is forced to accept the fact that a diversion is just what is needed now. Okay. We either set up an ambush to draw the Gyak's attention away and distract them, or we notice a torch and a cask of lantern oil that sparks our imagination. We're gonna go with that one and see what happens. You take cover behind the stout upright timbers that support the entrance to the mines. At once, you spot a group of Gaiacs hiding behind an overturned ore wagon in the middle of the main tunnel, only a few yards from your position. A guttering torch wedged into the side of the wagon illuminates them clearly. Lying on the ground next to the wagon, there is a small wooden cask. You focus your sharp eyes on a strip of vellum that has been pasted to the side of the small wooden barrel. It reads, "Lantern oil." You draw your ranged weapon and take careful aim at the base of the flaming torch. With bated breath, you let loose your projectile and watch it arc towards its target. It hits the base of the torch, dislodging it. For a few anxious moments, you watch as the torch falls from the wagon, bounces on the hard ground, and rolls towards the base of the cask. Then there is a terrific flash when the oily barrel ignites and explodes, showering the Gaiacs with flaming splinters of wood and burning oil. Shrieking with pain and panic, the Gaiacs leap up and attempt to beat out the flames with their claw-tipped hands. Seizing the initiative, you run towards the burning Gaiacs and launch a swift attack. As you close in for the kill, you signal Leandra to circle around them. And we have a new battle sequence. This is inside the mines. Alright, that makes short work of him. And that makes short work of him. And another one comes forth. Let's see, can't do anything there. We'll go ahead and do a mind blast. Come on, there we go. And, hell, I only have one dagger. That's okay. Alright, and he's stunned. Very nice. Oh, he was already stunned from the mind blast, duh. Alright. Go ahead and we will defend. And that should kill him off. Alright. Yeah, anytime you get a chance to defend, it's a good idea to go ahead and do it. And let's see what that battle left us. Some more crossbow bolts, some throwing daggers, and a couple other little items. You step away from the bodies of your slain enemies and scour your surroundings, wary that others may be approaching from all sides. But the area near the entrance to the mine is now deserted. You are hopeful that your bold attack has frightened the Gaiacs away and allowed Leandra to reach the entrance safely. Fearful for the lives of Leandra and the villagers, you rush through the main tunnel. Echoing through the depths of the mines, you can hear chilling sounds, the screams of frightened humans and the snarling of vengeful Gaiacs. The main tunnel continues ahead, lit at intervals by guttering wall torches. Soon, it divides in two, with smaller rough-hewn passageway branching off to the left and descending away into the darkness. You take the main tunnel, hoping that it will lead you straight to the villagers. Or, the main route may be heavily guarded. You go left. Now, we're gonna head... Well... Yeah, we'll take the left. Why not? Cautiously, you follow this rough-walled passageway as it gradually descends into darkness. At once you detect that the wall torches in this section of the mines have all been extinguished within the past hour. You find one has a flint and striking stone hanging from its iron bracket. You strike the flint and light the torch. Then you remove it from the wall and continue along the passageway, using its flaming light to guide your way. Ahead, a new passageway comes into view. It branches away to the right. A faint and chilling scream echoes from the depths of this passage and sends a shiver down your spine. It is the scream of a trapped child. You run along the passage for several yards, and you come to a dead end. The way ahead has been almost completely sealed off by a ceiling collapse. This is no accidental cave-in. Several of the roof's support timbers have been deliberately dislodged and dragged away. Through a narrow gap in the blockage of fallen rock, you can hear the plaintive cries of a young boy. Alright. We put all of our strength and effort into enlarging the gap. We do not master that discipline, or we look for a tool we could use as a lever to dislodge the rocks. Let's just try to get these out of the way. We've got to hurry up and get this kid out. The gap in the fallen rocks is too narrow to allow the boy to escape in your direction. Anxious to help him as quickly as you can, you take hold of a jagged rock and pull it away from the gap in the hopes of making it bigger. The sharp granite edges bite deeply into the palms of your hands, and your strength is sorely tested before your efforts pay off. Despite the injury you have sustained, you are heartened to see the gap is now big enough to let the boy crawl through. The boy is no older than 10 years. He is painfully underfed, and his coal-black hair and skin are ingrained with dirt. He looks as if he's spent his whole life in the mines. "What is your name?" you ask. "They call me Ratsy," he replies nervously. Before you can question Ratsy further, he turns and scurries away along the passage towards the main tunnel. You give chase, and upon reaching the junction, you see the boy. He is standing with his back pressed against the tunnel wall. He is trying desperately to hide himself in the shadow cast by a thick timber roof support. His body is trembling from head to toe with fear. Striding along the main tunnel comes the source of his fear. It is a group of Dracarim clad in heavy black armor. They see you and they draw their weapons as they come rushing forward to attack. As you brace yourself for the imminent combat, you shout to Ratsy to get away while he still can, but the boy does not hear you. He has already made good his escape. So now we have a group of Dracarim, whereas before we were only fighting one at a time, usually during battle. Now we have at least two. Possibly more, so this could be a challenging fight. Well, there's definitely two there. So let's see what we can do about this. Deal some good damage to him here. Take a little damage on our own. Alright, we have 3 daggers. I want to go ahead and bury them all in this one guy. And that should take care of one of them. Well, maybe not. Ah, there we go. He was bleeding, so that's a good thing. Now let's go ahead and see if we can't finish this guy off with a Sommersword. I don't think we'll be able to kill him in one hit, but we'll deal some pretty extensive damage to him here. Yeah, very nice. And broke his armor, so that's even better. That's great. I was hoping to be able to defend, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. And magic is out, so... And... alright. We're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, I figured he'd deal some damage to us. Ouch. You jerk. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this guy off. Yeah. I love those finishing moves. That's... the animations on them is just really awesome. Alright, let's see what they left us. Ah, a better axe. Very nice indeed. Let's see. We'll go ahead and we'll take everything here. Oh, hold on. There we go. Take everything. You step over the lifeless remains of your enemies and continue your exploration of the main tunnel. At length, it leads to a large subterranean hall. Sacks of raw Bronin ore are brought and stored here before being loaded onto the mine wagons and conveyed to Rockstarn. On the far side of this hall, you see a large group of Gaiacs. There are some Drakarim in their midst. They are crowded around the entrance to an adjoining tunnel. Among the growls and curses of Gaiacs, you can hear human voices. You recognize one voice distinctly above all the others. It is Leandra. The villagers fell back to this section of the mines, but they soon found themselves trapped. Leandra is trying to free the villagers so that together they can fight back and repel the enemy. Alright, I got some choices to make here. But I think what I want to do... Well, it won't let me. I've got to make the choice first. You take advantage of the confusion to launch a powerful psychic attack. You notice heavy chains hanging from the ceiling, and you quickly devise a plan. Or, you stealthily move across the hall looking for the best opportunity to strike. We are going to use our Mind Blast. And... come on... Yes! The enemies are so absorbed with attempting to force their way into the smaller tunnel that none of them see you enter the hall behind them. Unaware of the danger you pose, even at a distance, their minds are especially vulnerable to your psychic attack. You concentrate your mental powers and unleash a wave of destructive mind energy at the creatures. As one, they shriek with surprise. Some of them clutch at their skulls and reel away from the tunnel mouth in disarray. Having severely weakened them, you draw your weapon and race across the hall to attack them before they can fully recover. Alright, now, I want to go in here and I want to head to our inventory. Because we have this guy to restore all of our health and Kai power, endurance, everything like that before this coming battle. There we go. Yeah, those things are really good. Only use them if you really need them. And we have this guy, which is a better axe than the one we previously had, so that's pretty nice. See, damage 270 to 338, whereas this one is damage, well, they're the same damage, I guess. But I have upgraded this one once as well, and this one's at base levels, so yeah, plus it's, this one is plus 3 strength, this one is plus 2 to dexterity, so it should attack a little quicker as well. So we'll go ahead and we will equip this guy. There we go. And yeah, I believe I'm good for now. Just make sure I don't have anything else. What is this? Plus 2 dexterity, plus 1 intelligence. And that's just plus 1 to strength. We'll go ahead and we'll equip this guy. Alright. And let's head on into battle. Okay, got a Drakkar here. We're going to want to go ahead and take care of him first. Alright. Now, we don't have any of our daggers. We don't have any throwing daggers, so what we need to do to finish him off is go ahead and use a Mind Blast on him. There we go. Now we can use the rest of our stamina to take one of these Gaiacs out. And we can't defend. Let's see. We are completely full, so we could go ahead and use the Sommersword, but I think I'll just wait instead. Let's go ahead and do this. Shit. I hit the wrong button. Oh well. deal a little bit of damage to me, nothing major. And we'll go ahead and we'll finish him on off. Run him through with the Summer Sword. And there we go. Alright, we got some Kai bread, an elixir of Oedi, not sure how to pronounce that, Floroa fungi potion, and some ash, so we'll go ahead and take everything here. A loud cheer from the tunnel echoes throughout the hall. The villagers have witnessed your victory, and they are filled with renewed hope. Their liege lord, Lone Wolf, has come to save them. The first villagers you meet are a dozen miners, all badly bruised and damaged, or bandaged. They are armed with mining tools and they have used to keep the Gyaks at bay. You commend their bravery and they give you a proud salute. As you approach a wider section of the tunnel, you see Leandra. She is attending to some refugees. She looks at you over the shoulder. Her eyes are filled with tears. She gets to her feet and wipes her tears on the sleeve of her leather tunic. Leandra does not want you to see her in this state, but it is clear she is deeply troubled. The Gyaks have captured my father, she says, trying hard not to let her voice tremble. They will torture him. I know they will. He can be as stubborn as an old mule, and he'll surely put up a fight, but they are merciless, and they will make him talk. Take heart, Leandra. All is not yet lost, you reply reassuringly. You are wrong, she says. She looks at the ground and clenches her fist. She shakes her head slowly from side to side and says, You just don't understand. Well, enlighten me, if you will, you reply. Leandra lifts her head and looks directly into your eyes. You know that my father is Gen Redalian, the famous inventor. His knowledge and skill would be of incalculable value to the Dark Lords of Helgadad. Even if he tells them nothing, he is carrying his black book. It contains all of his designs, his plans, and processes. The text is encoded, but it is simple code. The Dark Lords would break it before too long. A cold shiver runs the length of your spine. If the Dark Lords learn the secret of Gen's steam-powered engines, they will surely use this knowledge to construct engines of war and unleash them upon Summerland. It is vital that Gen and his black book are found and saved before Leandra's father is carried off to the Darklands. I give you my word as your liege lord and as a Kai, I will find and set free your father. The Dark Lords will not have them, nor will they learn the secrets he possesses. Leandra nods her head. She is close to being overcome with emotion. Abruptly, she steels her nerves and turns to the villagers. Bravely, she tries to comfort them, despite her anguish at her father's plight. You are about to step forward to console Leandra when one of the mine's foremen pushes between you. His head is bandaged and heavily blood-stained around his right ear. He lost his ear to a Gyak blade. Excitedly, he insists on telling you how grateful the villagers are that you have come to save them. They have all listened to your conversation with Leandra, and they understand the gravity of the situation. Selflessly, they resolve to help you, their liege lord, in any way they can. They tell you that the forest is vast, and it will be invaluable to have a safe outpost for you to fall back to if the going gets too rough. The miners speak of emergency supplies they can share, and they inform you that there is also a forge that can be used to repair your gear if needs be. You thank them for the valuable help before you head for the exit. You must pursue the Gyaks and their captured prisoner without delay. They will have covered a lot of ground by now, but they will also have left a trail. You must catch up with them as quickly as possible. From out of the shadows there emerges a grimy-faced boy you have seen before. It is Ratsy. I know a secret way out of the mines, he says squeakily. No Gyaks this way. You bid the villagers good luck and farewell. Then you follow Ratsy along an adjoining passageway that leads to a vertical mine shaft, where an iron ladder bolted to the wall of the shaft ascends to several tunnel levels above. You climb after Ratsy until you reach a small, unlit chamber. Here he pulls a concealed lever and a hidden portal grinds open. Moonlight streams through the winding gap, and a gust of freezing air rushes in and chills your face. This secondary exit was evacuated in the side of the rocky formation or excavated in the side of the rocky formation to provide a way of escape in case of emergency. You now stand on a narrow cliffside rocky platform, overhanging a small clearing, several feet above the canopy of the sunken forest. The trail you took previously now lies to your left. The miners could have tried to escape this way, but it is unlikely that they would knowingly risk facing Gaiacs out in the open. Now they will have to fight and defeat the ones who remain in the tunnels if they are to secure the main entrance. It goes against your strong sense of duty to leave your people to face this daunting task on their own, but you know you must go. You are about to commend Ratsy for his help, but the young boy notices something in the foliage beneath you, and in an instant he is lying prone on the platform. "Kayaks!" he says in a hushed tone. The snow muffles all sounds, but thanks to Ratsy's warning, you realize that someone is coming in your direction. "Go, Ratsy! Go back to the others as fast as you can!" As the boy runs back to the portal of the mine shaft, you swiftly make your way to the ground and proceed cautiously in the direction Ratsy indicated. Preceded by the noise of crunching snow and the ominous rustle of foliage, an enemy patrol emerges from the surrounding pine trees. They all have their weapons drawn, but you are more than ready to engage this enemy patrol in a fight to the death. Alright. And now we are in the sunken forest. Right at the entrance to the mines. We'll go ahead and we'll make short work of these guys, hopefully. There we go. Didn't really do a lot of damage, though. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll use our new summer sword, the Rising Sun. See what this looks like. Oh, it's got an extra action command, and I missed it. Damn it. Alright. I really don't have anything else I can do this time around. Let's see. Yeah, I can just go ahead and let this turn end. I'll take a little bit of damage between turns. Maybe I won't. Up. Ouch. Get off me. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll finish him off. That should do it for him. Okay, it didn't. That sucks. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to just go ahead and do this. That used up a lot of our stamina, so not too sure what else we could do. Tell you what, let's go ahead and drink a Kai potion. And use a Mind Blast on this guy. Or, yeah, we'll try this again. There we go. And now we will go into defense mode. And he drinks a potion. I'd rather him try to attack me. And we'll finish him off. I have a feeling that this isn't the end of this battle. I'd say there's probably at least one more enemy coming. Nope, that was it. Alright. So let's see what kind of loot we get from these guys. That was actually more difficult of a battle than I had anticipated. Ah, yes, superior throwing knives, which also, this is something we can start buying, so that's very nice. And we got an elixir of Alether. Increases dexterity by 50 for 10 seconds. Removes all snares, can only be used in combat. Okay. We do not have enough space in our inventory. Alright guys, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clear up my inventory here. And I'm going to go back to the mines, to the merchant, because there is now a new merchant in the mines. And I'm going to get everything out of my inventory, get it all sold, and I'm going to try to upgrade my weapons and maybe my armor one more time. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave me a like and subscribe. But ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful day. Later.